Hi there and welcome back to my channel, Paolo here, and this is another video about the diecast model. You know that I like to collect some diecast of model that I will never buy by my hands, even because they are not so interesting for me to waste the time in building them up, or because like in this specific model, because the model probably still don't exist and nearly surely will never be done in like an ordinary kit in 124 scale by the major company. So when they are available in 124 scale, I used to search around a little, and when the model is interesting, I absolutely would like to collect them. So this is the BMW 3-liter CSL Homage R. It was a kind of concept car, I think completely electric car, like in the new trend of these last years where everybody is just working over electric vehicles. The line is absolutely stunning, because the real concept car, little better focus there, so maybe you can see. I will not open the box because I want to collect them in a pristine condition, because this is stuff that I don't think I will ever show in my personal showcases. It is stuff that I didn't do, and it is stuff that everybody can collect simply buying them. This is not one of the cheapest you can find around, because this model costed around 60 euros, plus postage. It is still absolutely an affordable price, but for the diecast subjects, when they are new, they are stuff around 20 euro, 30 euro, not so much more. And so if you want to buy this one, you have to be ready to spend a little more. What's interesting, it is the scale, as I said, because it's 124, so not the big 118 and neither the very little 143. So in the proper scale with the other vehicles, if you collect BMW, you will surely have the M6 GT3, you will have some DTM M3, so there is a lot of BMW. I also built up some years ago the Marui CSL, the real one, not the concept car. And it will be the object of another video that I will do, like an ordinary model. And instead, this is a concept. But what is interesting in these models is that nearly surely, I think, being so modern stuff, they are made after a 3D STL file, because the proportion and the body is absolutely stunning. It's something that I used to create bodies in 124. If you have to create this line, will be absolutely tricky, because excluding probably the A and the C pillar that can be similar to other BMW in production today, will be absolutely hard to build up a body like this one. They are extremely modern, extremely aggressive. Also the rear part of the car is very aerodynamic. I want to show you from here. So to create that line with the air, you can see, look around the lights and so on, that is very, very hard to reproduce in scale in an ordinary kit. So you have to divide the model in other sub-assemblies, like in the Ford GT from Revel, and paint them in separate time. So it's not absolutely easy. The model is well done. Like always in those die-cast model, the library is made in tampographies. It means that they are printed over the model, so you will not have decal flying around like it happened back in time with other die-cast model, for example with the mini champs of the 90s and of the early 2000s. And this is just a mock-up. Also, in reality, I don't know neither if it is a working machine or if it is just a static prototype, But I like it a lot, the line, and I like a lot to see the pure drawing of this extremely nice and aggressive BMW Coupe. For sure, the real BMW will do something for real about this car. I think the only one of this level was the i8 that have been made in plastic by Revel in 124, as well as from Welly, I think, another diecast producer, and it was the first one, in a completely electric vehicle. Instead, this one is probably just a concept, I think, of 1 or 2 years ago. They don't place the year down there. I don't remember the homage, which was the year when they made the homage CSL. I think can be 2018, 2019, something like that. But it never reached the production, according to what I know. If I'm wrong, just write me that. And as you can see, there is no writings in English nearly. The presentation is just made in, I guess, Chinese. So it's also this call out that sounds Italian like a name, but is absolutely not. but it's quite well done. It's probably a little more nicely detailed than the ordinary low-cost diecast or the ordinary stuff that arrives in the newspaper shops. The only issues that I found with it was that, for example, the door that in these toys, because basically they are toys, are always meant to be opened so you can play and click, clack, and click, clack, and click. So the opening on the door was not fitting properly. Now I placed that in the straight position with a little transparent tape, not covering the livery, because even if it is tampo, I think that I will never touch again this model inside, so I don't want something to go on the livery that maybe leave the glue down, so it can be a little nasty to take it away, and probably also easy to damage a nice livery printed over the model. So I just closed the door in the proper way, and they place a very thin tape down there, as you can see, to keep it closer to see the shape. It's absolutely well done. I think it's anyway worth the price, even if it's a little more pricey. We are talking of toys in this video, so we are not talking of real collector models. So just keep in mind what are we talking about and consider if it is worth it or not. I'm a BMW lover, you know, I have a real one, and I have many models, as many models as I can of the real BMW that I love. So M1, CSL, 635 CSI. So I love them. So when I find sporty BMW, of course not the Serie 1 that every little city boy can have, I will absolutely collect them. Special BMW is a must. I'm eagerly waiting the M3 E46 made by Nuno Plus in 1/24 scale. That will be something more. If you can buy them when they are available, because as I said, I remember that there was a model years ago that nowadays I can find just sometimes in eBay America, extremely expensive and absolutely badly done, of the M3 E46 in 1/24 scale. And I remember when I see that around Italy, and it was absolutely, you know, a toy that you can find nearly in ordinary food shops, you know, between toys, and it costed nothing, but it was so badly done that they say, I don't care, I don't want, and then it ends that became a collector item that now is absolutely pricey. So if you find nice, decently looking model like this one produced right now, they are all a limited run. Remember, even if they are toys, they are always handmade by somebody around the world, probably paid $1 or even less for this model. So if you can have the opportunity to buy them, despite the little problems that they can have being toys, absolutely think about collect them and keep it somewhere in your house, because they are never wasted money. They are never stuff that you will regret and you will say, no, then I can trash it. Absolutely not. That's my opinion, that's my idea. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.